This is a Workman's dashboard help tutorial for the Estimator dashboard. So each of the dashboards in the system show the combination of things that are assigned to a particular person and that are on a particular status. So the estimator part of our workflow, the estimator dashboard, is showing things that are either on the status of request or on the status of outstanding. So that's a bid request or an outstanding bid that we've provided to the customer, but we have not gotten a commitment yet. One way or the other, either they've accepted it or rejected it. So that's the status part, and then the person part is up here. So I've got my name selected in this field. So among our 25,000 jobs that we have in this system, there are 871 that are either on request or outstanding status and that belong to me. So if I want to toggle those and I want to search for something different, say for example I want to see only the jobs that are on request, that the customer is waiting for me to respond to them with a quote, I would just change the status there and filter it down, and you can see I have 0 assigned to me, so that means I must really be on top of my game this week. But what I can do, I can select another person too. So if I come down here and I select Michael, now I'm looking at both his information and mine. So there are 13 jobs that fulfill the criteria of request for either of us, and I can actually just click the X to get rid of my name, and now we're looking at only Michael's jobs. I can also go back to select all, and we'll see jobs that are on his dashboard that are either request or outstanding, which is over 1,500 jobs. So another thing on the dashboards are 2 other tabs up here. We have follow-ups. So any follow-ups that have been created in the system and assigned to Michael, either by himself or by some other user, are going to show up here on the follow-ups tab. You can interact with these follow-ups here, and you can add notes to the follow-up. You can resolve the follow-ups. You can reassign the follow-up item to another user or establish a new deadline, or all of the above if you wanted to. So this is a quick way for a user, in this case an estimator user of the dashboard, to be able to see everything that's on their plate in terms of customers that they need to respond to for bid requests, follow-ups that they need to do. This final tab over here is the activity stream, and what this is showing is any notes that have been made in the system or any status changes within the system over the last 90 days. And so this is just going to be a running log in reverse chronological order, starting with today, going backwards in time. And you see we have 68,000 things in this company that have happened in the last 90 days. One other quick note, as with many of our pages and dashboards in the system, we have filtering and sorting mechanisms. I already showed you one filter here on this left-hand column. We can also filter by other things. So for example, if I wanted to filter by customer, I can filter down and see that there are 3 jobs that are outstanding status, that are assigned to Michael, that are for Fury Siteworks. We see the number 3 up here. I can go ahead and remove those filters by clicking the funnel X icon there. Another thing to note too, we have priorities and deadlines that can be entered in the job. So to the extent that these jobs have either priorities of high, medium, or low, or that have a specific date deadline entered in the job, those are going to show up here and can be also filtered and sorted. So for example, if you have bids that are due on a certain date, you can sort these in reverse chronological order to see the things that are going to be coming due in the future, in the nearest future. So this is helpful to the extent that you actually input that information. And the place that information is entered is on each particular job. If you scroll down to this area called dates and priorities, if there are any estimator deadlines input or any estimator priorities in these fields, you see here in this job those things have been left blank. So to the extent that these things are filled in on the jobs, they are going to show up on the dashboards. We'll go back into our estimator dashboard here. One other quick thing, we recently implemented this ability to export to CSV. So if anytime you want to export the current information on your dashboard, so for example, if I were to export right now, I would export all 871 of these records to a CSV file. There might just be some more analysis or number crunching that you might want to do on the information once you get it into a spreadsheet. So we've added that flexibility. And by way of reminder, if you want to turn these help tips on or off, you can do that by going up here to the Edit Profile, clicking on the Help Tips tab, unchecking the Show Help Tips box, and click Save. Thank you very much.